Hello, hello everyone. Oh, I don't have this showing. Okay. Today we're gonna do something a bit different. We're gonna be looking at this rabbit hole of horse racing fan fiction. Hello. Hello! I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, I'm trying to get this aligned right. Okay, yes. It's serviceable enough. Okay. How does... Is anything here readable? Like on the Firefox page? Or shall I just switch to a different setup? Alrighty then. So, okay. How I got this idea was because I was watching a Sketchy the Horse Guy video. For reference, he is a YouTuber that I watch who mostly covers horse racing. And he came into prevalence because he called a race featuring a horse named Skibbity Riz. But he has like a whole bunch of videos dating back years, including like a 5-part, hours long Kentucky Derby iceberg, which is a really good video, unironically. And I hope he makes icebergs on the Preakness and Belmont States. Like, generally, I want him to make more. I love iceberg videos. I love horse racing too. It's so hype. And so then, he sometimes does reviews of like horse media. In fact, a few years ago, before Umamusume became like super popular over here, he like watched the first season of Umamusume, his anime, and he kind of didn't really like it, but he thought the idea was interesting. Which is very fair. You probably also know the guy because he made like this presentation at a racing convention about how a lot of people that are into Umamusume have been getting into actual horse racing, and that it might be a good idea for Western or American horse racing associations to partner up with Umamusume to capitalize on the interest. So yeah, anyways, he has a video on racing stripes, and when he was introducing, like, I think it was the rival character to the Zebra Pro Tag, one of the things he's mentioned was that this like kind of antagonistic but not really horse has a self-insert fan fiction on Wattpad. And I was like so fucking blindsided by that. I do have to like clarify. I do have to clarify. The reader in this fan fiction is a horse. This is not a horse X reader X human reader thing. This is a horse X horse reader fic. And I searched up Wattpad for this fic to want to see if it's real too, because one of my questions is reader a horse or a human? Yeah. And so I checked that, and then I noticed this person's username was Ironhide Girl 418. I'm like, wait, Ironhide as in the Transformer? And I checked, and look, that's fucking Babe vs. Ironhide over there. And then I see this How to Train Your Dragon fanfic, and I'm not that familiar with How to Train Your Dragon. I only seen the first movie when it was in theaters. But I am pretty sure this is a human reader X dragon, which is like, oh well. I guess I should. Whoa, is that a fucking Avatar X reader fanfic? This is crazy. Okay, yeah, this person has like more fics. Has Ultra Magnus X Predacon reader. Predacon meaning like, I guess like scaly is the yeah, I guess it's like the what you would like. It will be like a scaly equivalent for Transformers, but not really, but yes, really. I have never watched Troll Hunters before. I'm assuming this is the guy that is being paired with the reader. I don't know what's going on. There's Code Ninjago X Reader. Wait, what? Transformer Wolves Ironhide X Reader? A female wolf lost her pups to the Decepticon pack, and they killed her pup and tried to force her to join them, but she just refused every day. And then one day she ran away and ran into a better pack. She was hoping to call them her family. Then she caught her eye on the black wolf. What will happen to her? Why is it written like that? So what does this cover? Is this like Wolf Ironhide? Is this a Wolf Reader? Is this something else? I will. What is I'm rubbing my forehead in stress because I have no idea what's going on here. Uh, are you going to try to convince me to stream Honey Pop again because of this? God. God. Wait, let me, I'm going to, like, preemptively add the sexual themes label. I don't know if any of these are smut fics, but also, like, just in case. Yes, to age restricting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're saying I'm pro censorship? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I've also found out this one fic on Wattpad known as Armina and Seabiscuit. You guys know who Seabiscuit is, right? Okay, yeah. So, and the description is just a short, sweet story about a girl who meets a famous racehorse and becomes a groom for Charles S. Howard. Charles S. Howard being the owner of Seabiscuit. And it's like, is this, like, okay, if it was an X-Reader, they would have, like, said X-Reader or something, but, like, okay, let's assume, like, self-insert in this case is, like, as platonic as possible. Why is someone writing self-insert fan fiction about someone becoming a groom of a real-life racehorse that I'm pretty sure has, like, a known groom already? God. Okay, I guess we don't know who his groom was. Oh well. God. Uh, I also went searched up horse racing on Wattpad. There's already like free stories over here that have young girls as the pro tag. This one also like teenage pro tag, but it's like 5 minutes, so like I don't think. See? 1 moment. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. I always leave you guys guessing. Okay. Something completely unrelated. Umamusume fic. That the cover art is pretty sketch, I'll be honest. More horse racing ones. Uh, a a male umamusume or umamusuko ex harem fic, because of course. A gold ship ex male reader fic, because of course. You know, another horse racing, something unrelated. More horse racing. Another umamusume fic. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is not actually an umamusume, but that's actually, I think that's actually ogre cap. Is this a yandere ogre cap fic? Yes, it is. Oh my god. Mind you, like even Umamusume Oguri Cap has no traits of being a yandere, absolutely none. K-pop Demon Hunters fic, for some reason. It's also a college AU. I don't know why this is here. I'm going to assume that this is a for Formula 1 X Reader fic. I don't know. Male Reader X Olgari's non-existent sister fic. I guess this is a Umamusume Yakuza crossover or something, judging by the cover art, but also like by the summary doesn't seem to be so. Like, okay, I am gonna say this, that like, okay, first Mihono Bourbon Uma. I could have just gone on Uma Wiki, but okay, this horse, Mihono Bourbon, in the anime, where's her trainer? Okay, her trainer is not listed over here. Okay, her trainer in the anime is basically just Kiryu XP, voiced by the same guy too. And so since Mihono Bourbon is a rival to Rice Shower, who's also that umamusume that's in this cover, I was thinking of making like well, it's not really an XP at this point because like it's not really anything like him, but like a Majima based trainer OC for Rice Shower, and the only thing that's like connecting Majima to this trainer OC is that he's a rival to Kiryu, kind of batshit crazy, and also like uses bats and shit as a weapon, or like crowbars and shit. Aside from that, he's not really like Majima at all. Mostly because I just thought it would be interesting. Oh yeah, also the guy has an eye patch, and that's like the only visual similarity to Majima. But yeah. So I guess this person like has a similar idea, but like not really. I have no clue. Why is there a Forsaken X-Reader fanfic collection here? What does this have to do with horse racing? I think this is like an OCX Agnes Tachyon fic. Symbolic Chris X and Tanino Gimlet fic. Wait, okay, so this is a Percy Jackson fic. What is Per Paulo? Guys, what is Per Paulo? Guys? Okay, let's move on. More horses. Okay, God, okay, we just got into another like hydrogen bomb. Who the fuck is Mateo Riddle? Okay, umamusume fic, umamusume harem fic. Of course. Is this a Trainer X Cafe story or something? Yes, it is a Trainer X Cafe story. Why am I always right? Okay, another umafic AI generated cover. Okay. Okay, why is there an Avengers one-shot collection over here? Another Harem X Braille reader. Why is there a Helloverse reacts to Little Nightmares 2? MSTPK fanfic. What is this? What year it is? Is it? Oh my fucking god! What's with all these Max Verstappen fics? Okay. Okay, like, why are there so many X-Reader fics here? No, but you're right. Bro has a girlfriend and a child! God! There's Maze Runner movie fics? Okay, let's see what else is here. Oh yeah, I know that. What is it? For some reason, my mom likes watching the Maze Runner movie. I think it's more because it's just like an action movie she can just put on and sleep to than anything. Okay, why is there a JoJo Bizarre Adventure La Squadra X-Reader fic here? I'm looking for horse racing fics. Why is there uh why is there a fic of Harry turning into a 16-year-old of 6-year-olds? Here, I'm looking for horse racing fics. Okay, is this a male reader X Dream Journey fic? Okay, actually I think that this isn't a harem, because of course it is. AI generated cover. Whoa! What's with the real person fic stuff? Why is there every... Okay. How do any of these fics relate to horse racing? But no, I'm serious. How do these fics relate to horse racing? What did they have to do with the sport of horse racing? God. Why is there a Taizuna fic here? Another Hunger Games fic. Vampire Academy. Another Formula 1 fic. Yandere Boys. Heroes of Anime Chase X Male Reader story. Okay. Oh my god! You guys are seeing what I'm seeing, right? I know that, like, people in the Harry Potter fanfic were passing Hermione around like a blunt, but also, like, I didn't know it was to this extent. Let's move on. Okay, and we enter into X-Reader Captain America fic. Oh yeah, I've heard. But wait, lab rats? Macy Karlstrom is a Swedish girl who's been living in the United States for a little over a year. She's tiny. The fucking theme song plays. She's tiny yet holds incredible abilities, but when her best friend, Leo Dooley, introduced her to his step-siblings, her life is turned upside down. Between saving the world, being in a relationship, and balancing an important horse career, not to mention the rat's evil biological father is stalking them hardcore. Macy's pretty busy, so when a bad accident occurs, what will happen to her? Completed editing, blah blah blah. Please not always. I was a shy preteen, just trying to have fun. Please, if you're writing comics, please keep in mind that this is a young girl's part to enjoy her way to interact with people positively, keep that spirit and atmosphere alive. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Have you guys seen the Kian Carlisle video on Lab Rats? I know it's like 2 hours long, but it's peak fiction. It's also like the only experience I've had with Lab Rats, because I wasn't watching Disney Channel and Disney XD by the time it came out. Yup. Oh, yeah, that's fair. King Carlisle's voice, especially at that time, isn't the most, like, upbeat. And it's also a long video, so I get it. Okay, so I know I read that, and I'm bewildered at this, but I'll let it slide. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's an AI-generated rendition of Symboli Rudolph, because that is literally Symboli Rudolph's hair. Let me... Yes! Like, Kim Carlisle's video on that is, like, it's the one that I watched so much. Like, it's crazy. They killed, okay, I never actually seen it. I'm just going by, like, from what other people say, like, a pretty good, Disney Channel show just to make, like, a horrible fucking crossover that, disregards almost all of its fucking lore and kills off any chance for it to continue on with its ending for like a rip off the Avengers. It's fucking crazy. Okay, but wait, let me... I realize I don't actually have a PNG of... Yeah... a symbolic Rudolph, so let me save this and get image Rudolph. Okay, so symbolic Rudolph is right next to me. And, okay, let me just open this. Open image, new page. Let me zoom in. It's literally the same fucking image, but ran through like ChatGPT or some other bullshit. They bleached her hair and changed the white streak into light brown and gave her like some stupid fucking dress. Okay, let's continue on. Like, okay, symbolic Rudolph gets to stay here. Also, let me change, this. God! Hello? Hello? You've missed so much crazy shit. Why is there a Lumity fanfic here? What does this have to do with horse racing? What does vigilante Deco fic have to do with horse racing? What does this Sans shit have to do with horse racing? Why is this catastrophic have to do with horse racing? This Warriors fanfic. Why is this here? Vampire Knight. Why is this here? Why? What is this? Is this a fucking like Formula 1 AU for like K-pop stars or something? What does this have to do with horse racing? I don't know. Like, when was this made? This is over a decade old. Oh my god. Oh, we've already gotten here already. Okay. Okay, my on a Top Gun fic. Another Uma fic. Who the fuck is Jen Woo? What does a Link X Mifa fic have to do with this? Why? Okay, this is kind of related to horse racing because umamusume, but of all the characters to ship your male reader OC with, why is it TM Opera O? TM Opera O! TM Opera O! Also, you missed Gold Reader X male, the Gold Ship X male reader fic. True, I do know how they are. AI generated cover. Whoa! I just noticed that Chris have Harry Styles. Okay, why is Harry Styles New York's most eligible bachelor? Why isn't he London's most eligible bachelor? Oh yeah, I know, it was a McQueen, Major McQueen. Also, say hi to Symboli Rudolph here, Uni. This is the one that guy was using his Love and D Space bootleg OC to ship with. Yeah, and the thing is, like, Umamusume fans realized right away that it wasn't even Cygames that copyright struck him, so they assumed it was probably either the JRA or whoever like owns the the Majoro name nowadays, because the Majoro farms are kind of defunct. Because you guys probably heard about like the strict rules on making fan work and whatnot, and it is because they are real horses and they have to get permission from the owners to get these horses. Alright, image of Major McQueen over here. Notice like that the body's coloring is like super uneven and everything. It's because he's a gray horse like goldshi, but his grayness manifested differently than goldshi's did, because goldshi was like, I think completely like lost all of his like gray coloring and became like kind of white by the time he was racing. But McQueen was still like actively graying while racing, but like the head is very white. Okay, let's get back to all of this here. I'm pretty sure this image is AI generated, but this is like a screenshot of I think the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, and then this is probably just some fan art. Again, what does it have to do with horse? What does this have to do? What? Okay, oh, okay. There's like two gut punches over here. Okay, let's just put that next. Why Stardust Cruise? This isn't even Steel Ball Run. So this is not even the one with the horse racing. Stop with Max Verstappen. Fix. Wait. I recognize that name. I recognize that name. Yeah, it's fucking Rick and Morty fanfic. Because if you didn't know, at least Rick is like a white Latino. That's why his last name is Sanchez. I'm sorry, this is your first time finding out. Okay, Silent Suzuka fanfic. I don't remember, but like that sounds familiar. Oh my fucking god, ABBA fanfic? Okay, umamusume. Someone's collection of racers. They like two Dramedy fics in a row. Wait. Okay. As a daughter of the rising famous stallion, American Pharaoh, and a graded winning mare, later known as Wicked Bee, or Yonsei, was an expected winner. Okay. American Pharaoh is an actual horse that is still like in his active stud career right now. He's also known as the first Triple Crown winner in almost 40 years. Like, this is him. He's still alive. Someone's making fan fiction about his fictional progeny. Like, that's insane, right? Also, it seems like the horse is like the eponymous Derby filly is named Beyonce or named after Beyonce. Like I'm I'm pretty sure by now there's like 10 billion horses named after Beyonce in some shape or way or form or something, right? I know that the Air group of family, like Air Shakur and stuff, do have an Air Beyonce in their ranks, but for kind of obvious reasons, they're probably not adding her because of legal reasons. Literally, I have to force you guys into horse racing. In fact, I'm gonna make you watch a horse race. Fuck it. Don't look at my shit. Okay, let me get the Firefox audio. Okay.
And they're off in the Kentucky Derby.
Wait.
And it's joining the dancers racing for the lead.
Okay, yeah, I have.
Early speed on the inside. Here's Regal Ransom with some speed as well. Beneath the twin spires the first time. Regal Ransom and joining the dance will vie for the early lead. Pioneer the Nile is right up there. And then it's Papa Clem down toward the inside. He's now fourth. Desert Party forwardly placed fifth on the outside. Flying Private is sixth. Freezing Fire in and among horses is now seventh. Musket Man is eighth. Dunkirk is ninth on the outside. Then farther back down on the rail, that is Atomic Rain, running in the 11th position, 2 lengths back. And General Quarters is now 12th. Nowhere to hide is 13th on the outside. Westside Bernie is now down toward the rail. And then on the outside, at the back of the pack, beginning to move up now, is Hold Me Back. Advice is also right there toward the back of the pack, along with Chocolate Candy, Summerbird. Advice, the last of them all, is Mr. Hot Stuff. So down the back stretch run, or even be well behind the rest of them, is Mind That Bird. So down the back stretch run, and joining the dance, an impudent long shot leader here, 50-1, taking the field through an opening half mile that was strong. Second.
True.
Is third.
Oh, that's in the Preakness Stakes. Don't worry.
Asking him for a bit more. He's right there. Third on the outside. Desert Party is now fourth. Hold Me Back fifth toward the inside. Papa Clem threads his way through horses. From sixth now, Musket Man is now seventh. Chocolate Candy is beginning to come alive now, and he's eighth on the outside. Then down toward the rail is Advice as the field turns for home. Top of the stretch, it's still joining the dance with a tenuous lead. Regal Ransom and Pioneer of the Nile strike the front just outside the 8th hole. Musket Man is coming hard down the center of the track, and Papa Clem's right there too. Down toward the inside, coming on through. That is My That Bird now is coming on to take the lead as they come down to the finish in a spectacular upset. Mind That Bird has won the Kentucky Derby. An impossible result here. And a three-way photo for second among Musket Man, Pioneer of the Nile, and Papa Club.
Calvin Bow Rail has done it again. Calvin Bow Rail, that's what they call him at Churchill Downs for his penchant for coming through on the inside. We saw him.
Okay, so yeah. So that's Mind That Bird. At the time he was wait, I'm forgetting. It was he or okay, yeah. So at the time he was tied with Giacomo for the second biggest upset in Kentucky Derby history because he was at 50-1 odds, which I'm pretty sure that meant if you like bet like $1, you would have gotten like at least $50 back or something. I think that's how the odds work or something. Like, the higher the odds, the more money you get if that horse wins. But also, there's a reason why those odds are super low in the first place. And like you even notice like in the replay here, like this horse is already in the front by the time the announcer notices him and goes, "Oh my God, mind that bird's here."
Come down to take the lead as they come down to the finish, and a spectacular upset. Mind that bird has won the game.
And also, at the beginning of the race, he was all the way over here, and he was at the back for most of the race, and not even just at the back, like all the way behind them. So it means that like this horse had to make up the difference here and then had to go for all of these other horses in the inside in order to win. Like that's really impressive, right? Okay. Okay, and now another race. This was the... So, there's like a set of free races in America that are called the Triple Crown, which is the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, and then the Belmont. So this is the Preakness Stakes right after Mind That Bird's Kentucky Derby win. And something to note is that in this race there is a female horse here and she's being ridden by the jockey that was on Mind That Bird. So yeah. So there's a girl here this time around.
And they're off in the Preakness. Big drama. Gets off to a good start. Muskin Man is there too. Here's Rachel Alexander on the far outside. Pioneer of the Nile. And Freezing Fire has some early speed too. So they pass by us for the first time. And Velasquez is taking Big Drama well out into the track. Farthest out though, it is Rachel Alexandra. Being taken a bit wide going into that first turn here. Freezing Fire is third. Pioneer of the Nile is fourth. Take the Point is fifth on the outside as the filly gets floated wide. Then Papa Clem was down sixth toward the rail. General Quarters is seventh and Musket Man is eighth. And then it's Tone It Down is winning ninth on the outside. A break of five back to Wayne Lucas's two runners, Flying Private and Love Gov. And they're followed by Terrain and Mind That Bird. The Derby winner, where he was in the Derby at this point, he is last. Now about 12 lengths from the lead. Strong enough is the pace for him to run into. It was a 46 and 3/2 mile, and the filly's in front. She's in front early on here. Rachel Alexandra narrowly. Big Drama still going to stay right with her all the way. Freezing Fire looms back in third position. Half mile to go in the Preakness. On the inside, Papa Clem runs along in for it. Far outside, Pioneer of the Nile. Now running in fifth. From the back of the pack, Mind That Bird. 13th, 12th, 11th, and he's 10th now. And there's 3 furlongs to go. Mind That Bird beginning to roll. Around the far turn here at Pimlico. Rachel Alexandra, the leader by 2 as the field turns for home. Big Drama running in second now. Mind That Bird looks for a way through, and he had to go way outside for it. Musket Man toward the inside. Rachel Alexandra's in front with 1 furlong to go. Musket Man moves to second. Mind That Bird is third on the outside. The filly trying to hold on. She's clear by 3. Mind That Bird runs at her late. Here's the wire. And the filly did it. Rachel Alexandra has defeated the Kentucky Derby winner. Mind That Bird by 3/4 of a length. Musket Man was third. The final time was 1:55 flat. A magnificent victory, an exquisite filly, and a thrill to see.
She is a super filly, Rachel Alexandra, the first filly to win the Preakness Stakes in 85 years and only the 5th overall, and she did.
Okay, yeah, so in this race, Mind Red Bird still did the same strategy, and he got second, which is a very good result, considering that he wasn't like a highly valued horse, and the race he did win. Oh, like, horse betting is dangerous, but also I love watching the horses race. It's so fun to watch them race. Yeah. Let's get like a better look at Rachel Alexander. Like, she's right here. She wins this race that a female horse hasn't won in over 80 years. And she did it while running at the front the entire time. Which means that she has like a lot of stamina. Yes! Yes! I think that's like... there's like another race that I will show you soon that had an even longer wait in between filly wins. And also, like, the Kentucky Derby, a female horse hasn't won it since the 80s. So it's like, I think about 50 years since then. So it should be a matter of time before another female horse wins a Kentucky Derby. It would certainly be nice to see in our lifetime, you know? Girl power and everything.
She is a super filly, Rachel Alexandra, the first filly to win the Preakness Stakes in 85 years and only the 5th overall, and she did it by holding off the on-charging Kentucky Derby winner, Mind That Bird.
Yes? Something you noticed? Yes, yes. Yeah, a lot of like huge horse racing, you're expected to dress up super fancy. I'm gonna skip the Belmont Stakes for this year, but it is notable because Mind That Bird also got like a high placement. He got third doing the same strategy. Yeah, yeah, that's what I named the Stardew farm after. Oh yeah, yeah. But something to note was that the winner of the 2009 Belmont was also an upset. Not as big as Mind That Bird, but it was an upset. Which I find super funny. Like, I think the only race that it wasn't an upset that year. Yes, I've heard, and I'm so fucking mad. Okay, Symbolic Rudolph, you're going to have to go now, because I need someone else to accompany me. Okay. Like, you don't get it, okay? I needed something, okay? Seriously? Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, why Shao Kahn? When have I ever shown interest in Shao Kahn? I don't remember that. Like, I legitimately do not remember that. I see. Fake news. Anyways, another horse race.
And in case you're wondering on that,
okay, so this race, something to keep note is this is a male horse named Curlin. He already won the Preakness Stakes, and he wants to win this Belmont Stakes. And his main rival in this race is a filly named Rags to Riches. By this point, it's been at least 100 years since a filly won the Belmont Stakes. And she's the first one to try running at the Belmont Stakes since 1999. So yeah, this is the context you need to know.
Curlin going in, watch him at his break, watch his behavior in the gate. He had some issues all along in his career with that, but he seems to be good. CP West, Edgar Prado on him, being the one that prompted Mario Pino to move a little bit early, so we'll see where he stacks up into the first turn.
Let's tee it up. All the questions about to be answered. Belmont 139. Back up to Tom Durkin.
And there's the filly in the field, Rags to Riches. The crowd roars, ready for the start of the 139th Belmont Stakes. And they're off. Oh, and the filly bobbled at the break. Rags to Riches stumbled coming out of there. And CP West comes out in strides. Loose Tizzy is there. Hard spun to their outside. And then farther back it's Curlin. And Rags to Riches out in the middle of the track there. Then Tiago and I'm a Wild and Crazy Guy. So they make their way for the first turn. And Edgar Prado will keep CP West well off the rail. Sluice Tizzy is very eager to get to that lead on the outside. Curlin up close today. Through the opening quarter, there was a tepid 24 3/5 seconds. Hard spun is right alongside Curlin. And it's 2 lengths back.
Oh!
Followed by Tiago.
You know if I'm uploading this VOD to YouTube anyways, right?
Crazy Guy who's just lumbering along in the early stages of this mile-and-a-half classic. So they make that turn into the backstretch run. The pace has been sensible the opening quarter mile, and the half was 50 seconds flat. It's just a bit of a crawl here in the early stages of the Belmont, and Sluice Tizzy
No.
held while third. On the inside is Curlin, just inside of the filly Rags to Riches. Tiago is only 5.5 lengths from the leaders. 7 lengths back to stretch running I'm a Wild and Crazy Guy. 3/4 of a mile in 1:15 and 1. Now the field is approaching the far turn. A long way to go yet. CP West, the riders have been very patient, not making a move. There's 5 furlongs to go. Their position's relatively unchanged. CP West the leader. Sluice Tizzy is second. Hard Spun's in a perfect position on the outside. Curlin could get bottled up on the inside. Rags to Riches in the clear fifth, only 3 lengths from the lead. And Tiago is beginning to roll now. He's only 3 lengths from the front. They're midway around the far turn. 5 of them within 4.5 lengths of each other. And the leader is CP West. Nothing left for Sluice Tizzy. Here comes Hardspun. And Curlin is coming on through in between horses. And Rags to Riches is coming with a 4-wide sweep. And Tiago is in behind them. And at the top of the stretch, a filly is in front of the Belmont. But Curlin is right there with her. These two in a...
Nope, no mass report.
It is Curlin on the inside. Rags to Riches on the outside. A desperate finish. Rags to Riches and Curlin. They're coming down to the wire. It's going to be very close. And it's going to be a filly in the Belmont. Rags to Riches has beaten Curlin. And 100 years of Belmont history. The first filly to win it in over a century.
Wow. Girl power rules the day at the Belmont. Not just the first filly in 102 years, but the first ever at 1.5 miles. And she ran down the colt who's been labeled a freak, Curlin.
And you can go 100 years without seeing trainer Todd Pletcher show the emotion that he just showed when Rags to Riches got her head down on the wire in front of Curlin. A stoic guy, but finally his first Triple Crown winner in his 29th.
Riches for Riches. $600,000 for winning, and for those who backed her, well, for every $2,
like.
Has beaten Curlin and 100 years.
It's crazy.
To win it in over a century.
Wait, let me get another race. Like, okay. This is a race of all female horses.
They're off. Little Miss Macho had a bit of an awkward start. My wife knows everything broke well. Lady Butata is up and on the pace. Rojo's Tune is out third. The wife doesn't know, fourth to the outside. And Elaine's Hope is fifth as they move for the first turn. On the far outside, Little Miss Macho is going up after that tardy start all the way up to battle with the leaders. On the lucky side is next. A ground-saving trip for Morningside Heights. Late for class in Miss Tallahassee. Or in the back of the field as Lady Mutata leads the way to the backstretch. Little Miss Macho is second through a quarter of 24 2/5 seconds. Rojo's Tune third at the rail. And then comes My Wife Knows Everything and The Wife Doesn't Know. Followed by Elaine's Hope on the inside, 5 off the lead. 2.5 to late for class. To the outside on the lucky side, Morningside Heights along the rail. Miss Tallahassee is last. The half was in 48 3. past the half-mile pole. Lady Mutada by a length and a half. Little Miss Macho is in second. After that comes My Wife Knows Everything in third. On the far outside, The Wife Doesn't Know is moving up and is now fourth, and right alongside of My Wife Knows Everything. My Wife Knows Everything and The Wife Doesn't Know are moving together on the far turn, and they're coming after Lady Mutada coming to the quarter pole. Lady Mutada in front. Here come My Wife Knows Everything and The Wife Doesn't Know on the far outside. Little Miss Macho is fourth. They're into the stretch. Lady Mutada, My Wife Knows Everything. Center of the track, The Wife Doesn't Know. Into the final furlong. My Wife Knows Everything. The Wife Doesn't Know. They're 1-2. Of course they are. My Wife Knows Everything in front. To the outside, The Wife Doesn't Know. My Wife Knows Everything. The Wife Doesn't Know. My Wife Knows Everything. More than The Wife Doesn't Know. Whew. This Tallahassee was third, and Morningside Heights was fourth. Yeah!
The fucking cheer at the end. How has this watching of horse racing been so far? Have you guys had any fun? Like, okay, like, genuinely, or... Maybe. Maybe not. Wait, let me... Okay, let me hide this because I don't want to show my... liked videos. Sorry, guys. Okay. So so this race, I was there at the racetrack, and this is the first race I bet on. And won.
And they're off. Good start from between horses for Always Adriana. She's headed off for the early advantage, taken on at the rail by I Love Venezuela. These two kick on. They've opened two on Diamonds for Lily, who comes away racing in third. Up to the far outside, Sal's Dream Girl's the gray. She gets over to race in the three path with Strand of Gold holding down the rail. Then it's Mia More, three wide, Worldly Beauties between horses. She fled the scenes along the rail. A length and a half to Cosi, who spots the leader about 7 lengths, while third last. Second last is the Sunroof, and the trailer is Compass Rises. Opening quarter strong, 23-1. I Love Venezuela makes her intentions known. She's on top a length and a half. Always Adriana's in a flanking position, second, 2.5 back to Sal's Dream Girl. Racing together with Diamonds for Lily, who's along the inside. Way out the center is Mia More. That's not making Worldly Beauty happy as she's trying to hold her spot. Half mile was 48 seconds flat. They pass the big board and swing to the far turn. I Love Venezuela has the lead by half a length. Worldly Beauty is 3 wide with Always Adriana in the 2 pass. Far outside Mia More, then Sal's Dream Girl dropping back toward the rail. Diamonds for Lily. Trying to rally from the back strand of Gold, but she fled the scene. And up on the outside, a ridden from Cosi. They speed around the far turn at the 5/16. I Love Venezuela in a bid to make all. She's put away Always Adriana. She stretched out Worldly Beauty, and there's not much running home from the back. Off the turn and the stretch drive, 3/4, 1:12-1. It's Cipriano Gil, and I Love Venezuela in the midst of a tour de force as she's took the lead early and never looked back. It's I Love Venezuela for Gonzalez Racing and Ronald Coy, a 7th race winner by 3 lengths. Second was Sal's Dream Girl. Compass Rises appears to win the show photo over Mia More 4th in 1:42-4.
So, I love Venezuela. I love Venezuela. Now I love Venezuela. I don't know why people pronounce it as Venezuela. But yeah, I bet on her because I like the name. But yeah, that's a bit of dump your rave lore for you guys. God. Okay, one moment. I'll be right back. Alright, what's happening over here? What are you guys doing? Oi! No, come back, get back over. I have a race for you guys.
国内外から史上最高と謳われるメンバーが集結したジャパンカップ。11万人を超えるファンが東京競馬場に詰めかけた。凱旋門賞2着の雪辱を期す日本最強馬。日本の夢を打ち破ったソレミア。オルフェーブルにとってリベンジマッチとなる。そして史上初めて三冠馬と三冠牝馬の
Look, it's your goat uni.
世 世界中のホースマンが注目する頂上決戦。
ソレミアが今収まります。さあそして最後に染め分け棒です。オルフェーブルが収まります。史上最大決戦ジャパンカップ、ゲートが開いたスタートになった。ルーラーシップがまた立ち遅れて格好になりました。さあ1コーナーを目指していく白馬の位置取りから注目して見ていきましょう。
Yeah, Phenomena was in this race too.
当選ジョーダンがそれに並びかけていく。さあそしてオルフェーブルは落ち着いてというところで、その他の各馬を見ながら中台をやや後ろといったポジションにつけました。遅れたルーダーシップもしかしここは内にぴったりとつけていきました。さあ春の天皇賞馬ビートブラックス先頭でもって入っていきました。1コーナー
Ada horse, yeah, yeah.
強さとはすなわち私そのもの、何者も届かない絶対の力。さあ蹂躙の時間ですわ。
そしてご覧のようにオルフェーブルは後方から今4、5頭目というところです。向こう上面の2コーナー直線コースに入っていきました。早くも縦長の展開です。ビートブラック、そして16番の当選ジョーダンが2番手、3番手からレースを進めるのはジェンティルドンナ。オルフェーブルの前でレースを進めています。凱旋門賞馬ソレミアが続いています。その後方にフェノーメノが行きました。前半
God.
さあそして9番のオーケンブルースリーが続きます。2番のスリットはイギリスの馬、そして8番のエイシンフラッシュ続きました。緑の帽子はローズキングダムと武豊、5番のマウントアトスがいて、そしてその外を通りましてレッド稼働です。さあそしてピンクの帽子の染め分け棒、オルフェーブルと池添健一がいる。
タミクス色彩となる照らす我こそ波動を行く者なり。
その後方には13番のルーラーシップが続いています。
I just realized the purple eyes too. Like, gee, I wonder what character inspired this design.
さあビートブラックが大きく後続を引き離して、石橋衆が気持ちよく16頭世界を相手の強豪を引き連れて今最後の直線コースに向かってまいりました。そしてオルフェーブルもそれを捉えるというポジションにもう早くも上がってきている。白い帽子ビートブラック先頭ですが、そこからオルフェーブルが上がってくる。さあさらに内の方ではジェンティルドンナも懸命の粘りを見せている。そしてその後方はちらっと当選ジョーダンも見た。さらには黒い帽子のフェノーメノも上がってくる。そしてルーラーシップも遅れた曲に加わってくる。前の争いは最後どうなったんだ。内の方でなんとジェンティルドンナ決めました。ピンクの帽子のサンデーレーシングの争いはジェンティルドンナです。
Whoa!
オルフェーブルとジェンティルドンナ。
最後の直線、ジェンティルドンナとオルフェーブルが接触。ジェンティルドンナが逃げるビートブラックをかわそうとした時に起こったアクシデントだった。審議は20分以上に及んだ。
I love how it's very clear that it's not an accident, but they still let it slide anyways.
願いは叶わなかった。三冠馬と三冠牝馬、両者一歩も引かない叩き合い。日本競馬史に刻まれる激闘の末、オルフェーブルは敗れた。
Anyway, let me get the 2025 Japan Cup.
The visitors draw with Damien Lane. Very toey.
They have an official English track.
In the Japan Cup, they're racing, and the jockey on a Maya Terror has dropped straight out of the barrier and will take obviously no part in the horse running free at the back of the tail. And going straight to the lead is Seiyun Hades. Swooping across is Ho Ho Biscuits, and up there is Quadanor.
So yeah, right away, a horse in this race has dropped their jockey and is instantly disqualified. I know.
Great ball goes on with Calandigan and that free-running horse out wide at Maya Terror, then Yoho Lake.
It's been so long since I've checked anything on Ace Attorney.
An unusual leader here in Seiyun Hades leads out from Ho Ho Biscuits, and running third at the moment Sunrise Earth, then Quadanor, followed by Shin Emperor. Then comes back in the ruck midfield Cosmo Caranda. Castiera's settled well.
I'm sorry.
It's inside Deep Monster, down on DeSalle. That loose horse is still going along with them on the outside of Masquerade Ball. Calandigan back in the last third of the field, but seems to be travelling sweetly. Then down on Beluga, well back in the ruck at the moment, 3 wide is Justin Palace. It's inside Yoho Lake, then Struve, and Brady Vague still at the tail of the field. This one's coming back to them as they get to the 1,000-metre mark, and it still leads out by 8 lengths. And that's Seiyun Hades, but it's really
God.
Running second, Ho Ho Biscuits, starting to take off Sunrise Earth, and that's 3
Mommy.
side of them. Then comes Cosmo Caranda, followed by Quadanor, who's starting to click up. Then Shin Emperor, Deep Monster, well back Tastiera. Masquerade Ball with work to do. Calandigan's 3 wide going on with down on DeSalle, the inside, down on Beluga.
So the horse that dropped his jockey is all the way in the front, like at the middle, too.
Starting to pick up at the moment, Justin Palace, the 400-metre mark. They're shortening stride, but running on now. Here comes Quadanor. Quadanor and Calandigan is joining in. Big strides, Calandigan coming with Masquerade Ball. Calandigan, Masquerade Ball. Calandigan is head in front, but Masquerade Ball is kicking. Masquerade Ball the inside. Calandigan the outside. Head and head, bobbing to the line. They hit the line, and maybe Calandigan's won it from Masquerade Ball. Down on DeSale's third.
This horse, Calandigan, yeah, it's crazy. Calandigan's also the first horse in like 20 years that is not from Japan to win the Japan Cup, by the way. And the thing is that this race is supposed to be like an international showcase race. Like, oh, let's have all of our domestic horses compete against the horses from outside this country. And, you know, like stuff like that. But it hasn't been working out for a couple decades because all their horses are too strong. And also the timing isn't exactly the best for horses outside the country to want to go over. So yeah. He won. And also it's not shown in this video, but second and third place horses also ended up dropping their jockeys. Also, you can see it in the race, but the third place horse also took a dump in the middle of the race, and it landed on a different jockey. So, it's just kind of a mess, this entire race. Okay. Oh my goodness! Bruh! Why did they make it to mods? Also, this is an old image. Wow. Also, gold ship race. Also, wait, okay. Let me. Okay. You notice this red thing on Gold Ship's tail? That means don't stand behind him. He will kick you. And like there's a clip of a guy that stood behind Gold Ship and then tried to pet him on the butt, and Gold Ship like kicks him, and all the comments in the video were just saying how the guy was so stupid and it's his fault that he almost got killed by a horse. Like...
あまり差があるとは言えない状況です。 1000m 通過が手元の把握で60秒コンマ5というそんな数字です。先頭4番のアーネストに1馬身ほどのリード、そしてリードブラック2番手、同じ勝負服先頭2番手、3番手が離れてルーシュです。その後ろにローズキングダムと岩田康成です。外目大和ファルコン福島で重賞を勝ってこのチャンス、内から3番のスカイテクニティスミヨン、あとその後ろ3頭固まった最内エイシンクラッシュは急遽三浦コースに乗り換わりの白い帽子、外からツアコローリー冬は得意、真ん中ダークシャドウムーアム不気味、中を差し込んでいくオーシャンブルーとルメール、この辺り固まった。そしてトレイントレーナーがついています。竹豊です。あとその後ろに中山ナイト、中山大得意、内から5番のネバビション、外目オーケンブルースに花道片付け、後ろからクーラーシップはここまで押し上げた。そしてゴールドシップ、さあ内田、手が動いた、内田博之、ここで動いた、ここで動いた、3コーナーカーブ、まだあと 700m 近くあります。オレンジ色の帽子、画面の左も注目、600通過で4頭抜いた。真ん中あたりに来る、サクローリーあたりをかわしていく、一番外足毛が一つだけ引いて入ります。さあ今年のグランプリは最後どんな結末が待ち構えているのか。
Look at him go! Oh yeah, that little loose horse is in fact named after the character from Code Geass. Like... Oh my god, I was looking for the... Okay, let me... True! Okay, this is a video of Dara Goldshi. Let me lower the volume of this. But yeah, you know what? Let me rewind that a bit. So they're leading Gochi to here, which is where they're gonna take the photo of him and his connections. And you see, someone touches him and Gochi kills someone and he ends up hitting another dude. Mind you, he has that red, like, thing on him very visibly there. Like, isn't a kick from like a horse supposed to be like almost life-threatening sort of thing, like a kangaroo? True. And like, what was the name of this video again? Like, oh yeah, like, the title, like, calling the dude touching him a molester, and it's like, like, I know that this was like a joke, but like, oh my goodness, bro. Please. Okay, I hope that I don't get copyright struck for this. I'll just put the volume down a bit. But it is supposed to be Centuries by Fallout Boy. The horse highlighted here is supposed to be Stego, aka Gold Chip's dad. And yes, this is an AMV for a horse racing. Yes, the bum dad. God. How do you think Stay Gold factor into the Jasmine and Trainer Cell meta? Look phenomenal! And then, oh, favorite and stay gold. Let's go, Chip. Please! But like, isn't this fucking crazy? Making an AMV for a racehorse that's been dead for like a decade at this point and his progeny? This is normal, I guess. Okay, let's put the volume back to normal. Do any of you guys want to watch a umamusume character story? And if so, who do you want to see their story of? Okay. Okay, let's. Like, and also that real life horses do not exist. So it's like, what did people ride on instead? Like, Wait, why do you need to have a talk with the localizer? What happened? Do you think they're doing a good job or a bad job? True, there was an Echo Power jump scare. Okay, yeah, I get it, I get it, I get it. I can only assume it's just that they're trying to do their best to translate like Gairu stuff, but they don't want to use stereotypical Valley Girl slang and whatnot.
Ah, さっき直で電話来たから今帰ってきたとこ。すぐ行った方がいいって。なんか結構キレてたし、サボるのはいいけどさ、うまくやんなきゃ本当に退学なっちゃうよ。わかってる。
授業に出ない、テストは受けない。それだけならまだしも、テストに出たがらないというか、トレーニング自体に行かない。どうしたの？怪我をしても頑張っていたじゃない。何か悩みがあるなら私でよければ聞かせてほしいの。
別になんかたるいっつうかわかんない。
真面目に答えて。心配なのね。やる気なくなっちゃったの？
だからなんかわかんないけど嫌になっちゃったの。
わかった。今日のところはとりあえずこの課題をやってから帰りなさい。今週の授業の要点をまとめて作っておいたから。レースの相談もしたくなったらいつでもしに来ていいからね。
だからわかんないんだって私も。ルートが自然数となる自然数って何？あ、自然の数ってこと？自然の数って何？森？なにこれ、意味不の不意味もあるじゃん。わかんねえよこんなの。終わったわ。無理すぎる。やってらんね
え。どう？進んでる？って、プリントどうしたの？あなたが破いたの？
まあ、私が自分で破いたっちゃ破いたかも。
そう、わかった。
True, you do.
けど、こういうやり方は良くないでしょ。わざと破るだなんて。
別に。
いつも突っぱねてばかりで、どうしてちゃんと向き合おうとしないの？それじゃこっちは何もしてあげられないのよ。ねえ、本当にやる気をなくしちゃったの？もう本当にレースも走りたくないの？本当に？
知らない。わかんない。けどみんなそう言うし、 そうなんじゃね？弱えし、めんどくせえし、部屋でやると地形増産泣くし、余計めんどくせえし、マジなんなの？
Not to take his own slander.
さあ、あんたさえ強かったらふざけんなよ、ほんと。は？学園のトレーナーが何の用？話
What? What?
なんか言われたわけ？
I am pitting that vote. That is funny.
ごめんね、やる気ないっぽいんだわ。だから悪いけどさ、諦めな。
But why me specifically?
ケアしてたから？いや、違うって。ケアはなんかやんなきゃ落ち着かないっていうか。
Wow.
だから走りたいとか走りたくないとかわかんないし。つうかあんた関係なくね？どうでもよくない？もうさ、私みたいなやつなんかほっとけって。朝飯食いかぐれたの？そんな餌に釣られるわけないじゃん。なめんな。じゃあ、あの店は？あの店で好きなだけ食わせてよ。親が健康オタクの真面目ちゃんだからさ、子供の頃とか絶対食えんくて、今逆に的な。つうかあんたトレーナーだし止めるかと思う。
Canonically, no. They're not vegetarians. They can eat meat. Also, yes, they have parents.
ほらほら、私今すんげえカロリー取ってるよ。いいわけ？変なの。ごちそうさま。それじゃ。あんた変じゃね？調子狂うわ、ガチで。爪がさ、弱いわけよ、私。入学してすぐ怪我してちょっと休むことになって、戻ってきたらさ、もう超置いてかれてるわけ。あとに、いや、洋服まだまだまだまだ。ビビるじゃん、走るじゃん、 したらまた怪我すんじゃん。そんで休んでまた置いてかれて、もうその繰り返し。差がやべえのよ、同期のやつらとの差が。もう一生分負けたくねってくらい負けて負けて負けまくってさ。それでだから今私なんかやる気ないっぽいんだわ。こんなさ、あんたと強かった。
Wow! Oh wait, it's unredacted. Okay, yeah. True.
だってこの間の模擬レースなんかさ、走ろうとしてんのになんか知らんけどまともに走れなくって、すげえやる気ない走りしちゃってさ。みんなもそう言うし、だから私はそのつもりだったけど、だって私が思うことなんか信用できないし。昔から勉強できなくてさ、手先も不器用で喧嘩とかもすぐしちゃうしさ、なんもないガチのダメ子だから。レースは好き。一番って気持ちいいんだよね。そん時だけはさ、みんながすげーって目で私のこと見んの。だからレースはさ、レースだけはあそこでならさ、私もなんかやれる気がすんだよね。絶対勝ちたくってさ。勝ちたいけど、でも負けたくない。負けるのは嫌だ。これ以上ダサいのは嫌だ。私にはレースしかなかったのに。なのに全然勝てなくなってさ。これ以上負けたらもう何にもなくないもん。勝ちたいよ。勝ちまくって、やっぱ私やるじゃん、最高じゃんってまたあそこで。でもどうしたらいいかわかんねえの。またちゃんと走れなかったらって思うとさ、もうレースとか嫌だし。でもみんなは頑張ってるし、したらなんか学校も嫌になっちゃって。そんなんじゃ次も勝てないって分かってんだけど、でも
Also, you guys are right. We need to take your pain and give it to redacted. Like, oh, you guys are getting sucked in. You guys are getting sucked in. You guys are getting sucked in.
だからってさ、やったとこでまた本番まともに走れなかったらさ。本当に？いや、でもみんなもうすげえ強くなってるし、それにほら爪弱いし、また怪我したらさ。やっぱあんた変だって。あん と馬娘でもないのにさ、そこまで言い切れることあるわけ？けどなんでだ
God!
勝てる気してきたわ。
The fact that no one else is going to understand what we're talking about.
ねえ、変な話するけどさ、私今ね、今までで一番勝ちたいかも。だからもし負けちゃったらどうしよう。もしかしたらさ、今度こそもう一生なんかあんた、私のこと信じすぎじゃね？ウケるんですけど。あれ、当選冗談が出てる。戻ってきたのかな？そういえば最近よく頑張ってトレーニングしてましたよね。そうね。この間は途中で心が折れて諦めちゃったみたいで、今日は走りきれればいいんだけど。落ち着け落ち着け、トレーニング通り。いい感じじゃん。いける。レースは早くも第4コーナーへ。当選冗談いい位置につきました。このまま先頭をキープできるのか。ゴールドシップ、凄まじい追い上げだ。当選冗談から着実に差をつけている。
Surprise goldshi!
差がやべえのよ。同期のやつらとの差が。もう一生分負けたくねってくらい負けて負けまくって。
Also, fun fact, our gold ship hates Tosen Jordan.
走りたくなくなんじゃねえの？
I'm not kidding. Apparently, like, they lived in, like, the same stable as they were racing, and Tosen Jordan was known as a boss horse, essentially meaning that, he was, like, the leader of the pack, and Goldship really did not want to listen to anyone else, especially another male horse. So he kept on beefing with Tosen Jordan, like, all the time, whenever he could. Mind you, Tosen Jordan is 3 years older than goldshi. So basically, goldship's picking on, like, is like a freshman picking on a senior. Another horse that Goldship did not really get along very well with was Phenomenal, like in real life. There was a race where Goldship like saw Phenomenal while they were in the starting gate, and Goldship like freaked the fuck out and like started roaring and growling at Phenomenal, while Phenomenal is just like standing there calmly, and Phenomenal just fucking swept the floor, and Goldship ate shit and got almost last place. Blake! Blake!
アホすぎるギャグでさ、馬特区でバズりまくってる芸人からのうち受けまろだよ。知らん？じゃあこれはモッキンサートピーはつやらすなおい滑らすなし。これも知らんの？あんたってさ SNS とか見ないわけ？まあマジで最近のだしね。ギャグじゃなきゃわかる？じゃあこういうのは？あとはこういうのとか。これかいよね。そうだけどちげえじゃん。マジで知らねえんだ。てか馬特区わからんなら普段何見てんの？何でやってんの？ああね、あんまテレビ見ねえわ。番組とか芸人ならギリわかるかも。言ってみ？知らんな。てか昔の言われてもわかるわけない。それ馬チューブに上がってる？てかなんか親と話してるみたい。てか打ち合わせもう終わってんだよね。行くわ。じゃあね。
Also, Imani, I'm assuming Tosen Jordan is going to become one of your Umas to train or something? Or for an Imani trainer OC?
Huh? どうしたん？なんか怖え顔してっけど。怖っ、何？は？取りまとっとこ。でさ、それいつのギャグ？久々に見たわ。もうカリフォルニア藤泉は古いって。今はマイケル・ルマイケっしょ。 知らん？そう？私がギャグかました時スルーしたくせに。は？お勉強したんだ、わざわざ。滑ってけどね。ほい、やり直し。馬トックあげるからガチでやら。なんでいいの？流行チェックね。なんかそういうのって流れじゃん？立ちとか SNS とかどんどんウケんのが来て、ウケてたら新しいの来てみたいな。いや、はずいからメモんだし。貴重な休日によくやんね。まあそんな。てか流行り知りたいなら楽なやり方あんじゃんね。あんたの担当現役なんすけど。しゃあない、うちらの遊びやったるか。まず部屋名漏れてるうちにクリね。スマホの加工とジャンル違うからこっちも取っとくの。ポーズ指定とか無視でいいから。今日はどうしよっかな。トレーナーとだしいつものでいっか。こんな簡単っしょ。あ、なめてんの？もっとさ、あたし最強かわいいって思ってやれし。いい？メンタルもらなきゃ顔も漏れねえ。はい、胸に刻んでやり直し。オラオラ、はよはよ。
オラオラ、はよはよ。
あのトップスかわいい。ショートだけめっちゃいい。かわやだ。だって来たら欲しくなんじゃん。あそこのブランドたっけえもん。あたしのお小遣いじゃ無理だからね。目に焼き付けといて、似たようなのプチプラで見つけるわけ。おめえの顔覚えたかなつっていや、笑えし。行こう。あのトップスかわいい。オーバーサイズ欲しかったんだわ。安いし買っちゃおう。悩む。トレーナーってブルベ？イエベ？全然わからん。まあ可愛くなればいいっしょ。アイシャドウはオレンジ系で健康ラメものせて。
Oh my god, Imani has fully got sucked into Uma. You are not immune.
ゆうくんスキルないけど眉つなげちゃる。こっちでーす。フラッペ最強。ここの新作外れないわ。でさ、今日どう？あたしマジで普段こんな適当に遊んでスマホ見ながらだべって。けどあんた的にはさ、ぶっちゃけつまんなかったっしょ。だってさ、顔引きずってたし、わけわかんねえって感じしてたよ。よね。あたしもさ、あんたが気になってあんま上がんなかったかも。あ
Yes.
これではっきりしたじゃんってこと。あたしらって 全然ちげえの。宇宙人的な無理なんだよ。同じレベルで笑うの無理だから、もう頑張って私の好きなもの勉強しなくていいよ。私バカだけどアホじゃねえし、気持ちは分かったから無理すんな。別にトレーナーだからって話し合わせる必要ねえじゃん。何も分からんでもトレーニングがつけられるし。なんで
were you saying something?
顔引きずってたのね。あんた変わってんね、マジで。だってさ、お勉強とかつまんねえじゃん。楽で楽しいのばっか流れてきてほしいじゃん。俺とか超なえたし。全然好きじゃなかったけど、時間無駄にした感あるけど、でもさ、自分の担当が滑り倒したまんまじゃね。てか DVD とか久々に借りたわ。マジ手間かけさせんな。今度はさ、配信であるやつにしといてよね。は？なんで今日一笑うかな。暇。
Please! Like, I'm sorry, like, it's not like I want to be a horse glazer or anything, but like, there's a reason why side games would actually favor Alma and I. Also, Alma, my eye isn't even playable. God forbid a girl wins 9G1 races.
トレーナーもの？はあ、ひよってんの？こんなすげえのあったらネオンしかないっしょ。決め顔やめろし。ノリっしょこんなんは。あ、2本くっつけてたら。めっちゃすげえ。私超好きなんだけど。ま、うちら一緒のとこあんじゃん。そっか、あんたも花火好きなんだ。って花火嫌いなやつあんまいねえか。いねえわ。それじゃハマらないか。なんかうちらってマジでわけわかんないのかなって。ちょっとくらいさ、あうみたいなのあってもいいんじゃねって。宇宙人同士でもさ、同じもん見て笑えんじゃねってかな。ビビッときたわけよ。けど花火じゃ弱えわ。弱すぎ。やっぱ全然わかんないんだろうな、ずっと。何それ、わけわかんねえ。わかる方がいいじゃんね。飯だってお笑いだって服だってノリだって、ハマる方がいいじゃん。楽して会うのが最高じゃん。意味わからんことを勉強してさ、受けてっか確認してさ、そんなのめっちゃめんどいじゃん。けどどうでもいっか。花火綺麗だし。
Okay, so how was that? Did you enjoy seeing Tosen, Jordan, Imani? Oh my goodness. True, we do love Tosen, Jordan. Okay. As much as I don't want to, like, leave you guys, I do have to go to sleep. And also I do have to be up a bit early tomorrow. So I'll be going to bed. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Good night, everyone. Bye.